What's going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Now, I know this episode it has a little delay. I was on a vacation, but no worries, y'all. All right, so we still got some great news to talk about. We got a movie review for you guys today. We're going to be going over the productions that might have been delayed or production has stopped during the actors and the writers strike. We will talk about that. And we also got some other news for y'all today. So let's not waste time. Let's get in straight into our mainstream news for today. So, first up we got is Barbie destroyed its projections and its projectors and became the #1 box office opening of 2023. So, let's look at Margot Robbie's previous projects. So, starting with Babylon that came out last year. That opened up at $300 million. Amsterdam opened up to $6 million. James Gunn's Suicide Squad opened up to $26 million. Birds of Prey opened up at $33 million. And then Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood opened up to $41 million. And that is crazy. And now let's look at the total numbers here that we have right now. So this is going from the movies that came out this year so far. So right now Barbie is tied with Transformers Rise of the Beast, who both got 155 million opening. Fast X has 145 million. Elemental has 137 million. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 has 118 million, and The Flash has 107 million. So, this Barbie train ain't gonna stop. Or should I say the Barbenheimer train, because Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer is doing great as well. So, yeah, those are definitely some good numbers, not only for Barbie and for Oppenheimer too, because Barbie is what Warner Brothers Discovery needed in the terms of box office, because like Shazam, The Flash, it didn't really do anything. And of course Universal, they're already doing their thing. They already got $1 billion market with the Super Mario Brothers. They're doing good with the Oppenheimer. So yeah, Universal is doing good. But let's move on to the next one. And speaking of Oppenheimer, I told you we ain't gonna stop the Barbenheimer train, but Oppenheimer became Nolan's biggest let me repeat that, non-Batman opening weekend film. So let's see what Variety has to say. Oppenheimer to beat expectations with 82.4 million, slightly higher than Sunday's huge 80.5 million projected at the international box office. The biopic about the father of the atomic bomb added 98 million for a global tab of 180 million. Even with the box office draw, like Nolan at the helm, it is a remarkable start for a 3-hour-long period piece with a little action and a lots of talking, aka dialogue. It is one of the best stars ever for a rated R film, as well as a biographical drama. So, like I said, it's not my all-time favorite Christopher Nolan film, but it is still amazing to watch in the theaters, especially in IMAX. And also, if you want to learn some new stuff about the atomic bomb, so this is definitely a movie to watch. But yeah, good. Like I said, great numbers between Oppenheimer and Barbie. Like I said, the Barbenheimer train is not stopping anytime soon. And now let's look at Christopher Nolan's past projects in terms of box office numbers. So with Tenet, of course, it happened during the pandemic, so we can't go too harsh on it though. But it opened up at a 9 million. Dunkirk opened up at 50 million. Interstellar opened up at 47 million. Interception opened at 62 million. And then The Previous opened at 14 million. So everybody knows that Interceptor was Christopher Nolan's big project. That was a non-Batman film. So I guess with Oppenheimer, it definitely takes the lead above Interception. But definitely some good numbers there. But let's move on. Daredevil, Umbrella Academy, writer and producer, drives for Lyft to make it ends meet. Let's read this quote here from that that driver. The money that makes you make on a job has to now last you 6, 10, 12, 14 months. And when you don't have residentials coming to help you to get through that, I mean, I was an executive producer in April on a hit show for a streaming platform, and I was driving for Lyft in December. That doesn't make any sense. It is not good. So, what she probably is saying is that that she was the one executive producer for a show, but she also is a driver. So when you look at the credit scenes and you see all the drivers list, so that tells you like, oh, that they have to drive these certain particular people, what is the actors or the crew, into different stages, sound stages or locations and stuff like that. So I think that's what she means in terms of that statement. But when now the actors and the writers on strike, who needs the drivers to do anything? I mean, that's what they're for. So it would make sense that they will go on the strike too as well. So if they're not getting paid fair, so what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And I've been saying this for several weeks on my platform. Pay the freaking writers and pay your actors. Well, we got another quote here coming from another person saying, I believe that we are asking for is fair. We want our fair share in the wealth that we created for those billion-dollar companies. I care a lot for those residentials and making sure that streaming results reflect the wealth that we are generating. I mean, enough said there. And we got another one here, another quote saying, we need to see real changes in our contracts that address the changes that has happened in the streaming model. Short-term works, medium rooms, not sending writers to set productions. These are diminishing our work and diminishing our power. We need to address these problems now because we won't get a second chance. So, y'all know what y'all have to do. So, I said my piece. But yeah, other than that, let's move on to the next topic. And that is Dwayne Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, donated millions. And let me say that again. The millions and millions of dollars to the actors on strike. So let's read what Joe Blogger has to say. When the SAG-AFTRA announced they will be going on a strike, SAG-AFTRA Foundation's president Courtney B. Vance and executive director Cy Wilson knew that many members of the union will be facing financial hardship. The nonprofit organization provided financial relief to its members, but relies on donations and grants to provide its services. According to Variety, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson made a historical donation to the SAG-AFTRA relief funds, where Vance said it was called unto us. So that was a great Advance said it was a call to arms for all of us. So you already know that The Rock is the man of the people, and he cares about his fellow people, and also the saga the unity. So great job there, love it. And then continue on with the story here. Let me pull and then the exact sum of Dwayne Johnson's donation has been kept under wraps, but it said it has been a 7-figure range. It represents the largest single donation to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation has received for one individual at a time. This is him saying, in such a time as this, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. Wherever you need me to do, that sends a huge message to our folks to do the same thing, Courtney B. Vance said. So at least we got our support to help the SAG-AFTRA during this strike. You love to see it there. Moving on. Thomas Hale Church hit that a new Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie is coming. So let's read this report from Deadline. And it says, in a new interview, Church talked about Raimi and potentially directing another Spider-Man flick with Maguire returning as Peter Parker and expressing that he would like to be a part of it. So, in case y'all didn't know, Tobey Maguire and of course the Sandman actor was in Spider-Man No Way Home. And there was always a potential that we might get a new Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. We might get another movie with Andrew Garfield as well. So, like I said, if they're going to do a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4, they need to show that him and Mary Jane are married and they have kids. So that's the story premise that we want to see. And then same thing goes with Andrew Garfield, showing his new life, and then trying to forget the grief that happened to to Gwen. So at least the if they're gonna do it, at least the story got to be right. That's all I'm saying. So I'm still excited, but I want them to take their time with it, at least to be good. But let's continue on with the story. There was always been some kind of I've been hearing rumors that Sam Raimi was going to do another Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, and if that happens, I would probably campaign maybe to do at least a cameo. Church said during the interview with Comic Books, but I think he'll probably do more than a cameo. Depends on the script, like I said. But moving on, Kevin Spacey has been acquitted. Is Hollywood ready for his comeback? Possible. Well, the last project that he did was House of Cards, which we all knew that that's one of the best Netflix shows. And then, of course, Baby Driver, and he was great in there as well. So, I don't know. I mean, where does Kevin Spacey fit in this? I don't know. But let's read this article here saying, a jury in England acquitted actor Kevin Spacey on Wednesday on sexual assault charges after 12 hours of deliberation. On hearing of the verdict, the Hollywood actor, who turned 64 today, wiped away tears and mouthed the words "thank you" to the jury as he hugged his manager and legal team. So he's a free man, y'all. But I think that still the question is, will Hollywood accept him? I don't know, because there'll be a lot of great actors from the 90s and the 2000s that you hardly don't even see no more. I don't know, but we'll see. Dungeons and Dragons sequel may happen, says Paramount chief. Let's see what Variety has to say. Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves will lose money even through Chris Pine led the Executable team. Robbins isn't abandoning the idea of more Dungeons and Dragons, though if there is a sequel, he says, we're going to figure out a way to make it for more or less. So, are they going to make a sequel of this? Or are they going to make a Paramount exclusive series or something like that? I don't know. But hopefully we get more details on that and a full confirmation on a sequel. Continue to talk about talking with Barbie, as Barbie has crossed $500 million mark in under 1 week. I mean, what is enough said? And I do believe that Barbie will definitely cross $1 billion. I guarantee it. If it don't, I will be surprised. So 45% of the domestic fans are watching the film, and then you got 54% of the international fans now watching the movie as well. So that kind of totaled up to the 500 million worldwide box office numbers. So yeah, definitely looking good for Barbie. But like I said, will it cross the $1 billion market? That's the question. So moving on. Donald Glover is now writing Star Wars The Lando series. So let's read what IndieWire had to say. Donald Glover and his brother Stephen Glover are attached to write this Disney Plus Star Wars limited series Lando, based on their iconic Lando Calrissian character, IndieWire has confirmed. Now, the Haunted Mansion director and Dear People creator Justin Simpson was previously attached to write Lando back then, but he is no longer involved in the project. So, I say it's not bad. So, Donald Glover is the last person to play Lando. So, what better way to hire an actor than previously play Lando that knows how to play the character? So, that's not bad at all. And I'm very interested in that. Moving on. Secret Invasions become the first written score Marvel show. Ain't that a surprise? Secret Invasion is now Marvel Cinematic Universe's first written show on Rotten Tomatoes, with its finale sitting at 13%. The episode entitled Home brought the Disney Plus show average down to 57%. That gives it its rotten score according to Rotten Tomatoes metrics. Man, let me tell y'all something. I had such high hopes on Secret Invasions, man, and it failed me. Same thing with Aquaman, and not Aquaman. Jesus, what? I can't even think straight because Secret Invasions is so messed up. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, like that definitely failed me too, man. Like, oh my god. I mean, enough said, man. What else I can say about that? Jesus Christ. But that's all the Main Street news that I have for y'all. So let's get into our first main topic. We have a full list of productions that have been impacted by the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike. So let's go do this list here. First off, we have The Amateur, Apex, Avatar 3, Avatar 4. Now, these are all movies that may have been the production suspended, or may have a delay in starting the production. Either pre-production been suspended, or the casting process has been paused, or the stuff like that. So let's continue on with the list. So this is a list of the suspended productions. Continue on with the list. We said The Amateur Eight planets: Avatar 3, Avatar 4, Beetlejuice 2, A Complete Unknown, The Conjuring: The Last Rites, Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, Gladiator 2, It Ends With Us, Jordan Number 2, Lilo and Stitch, Minecraft, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, Moana, Mortal Kombat 2, The Movie Critic, Mufasa the Lion King, Pedro in Peru, Speak No Evil, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, Superman Legacy, Tron SS, Twisters, a Dirty Dancing sequel, Fast 11, Bad Boys 4, a Karate Kid reboot, Ocean 11 prequel, Venom 3, Wicked, and The Wolves. So that's for the movie section. Now let's look at the television section. We have American Horror Stories Season 3, American Horror Stories. So that's different from the original American Horror Story. So that's Season 3. So you have the original American Horror Story, which is Season 12. American Sports Story and or Season 2. Apples Never Fall. Blue Bloods Season 4. The Day of the Jackal. Emily in Paris Season 4. Alejandro Season 3. A Gentleman in Moscow. Interview with a Vampire Season 2. A New Look Season 2. The Sandman Season 2. Shallow Season 2. And Yellowstone Season 5. Now, let's look at the movies that have may reflect its release date and may have got a new one. So, this is Challengers that stars as Zendaya. It was originally supposed to come out September 15th of this year. It's been moved to April 26, 2024. Drive Away Dolls was supposed to come out on September 22nd, and now it has been moved to February 23rd of next year. Force of Nature, The Dry 2, it hasn't been moved yet. They're still thinking about it. Gran Turismo, supposed to come out August 11th, and now been pushed like 2 weeks back to August 25th. Not bad. Kraven the Hunter was supposed to come out on October 6th, and now it's been moved to August 30th, 2024. Poor Things has been moved from September 8th through December 8th of this year. Propaganda still haven't decided if they want to move that. They Listen still haven't decided that as well. Ghostbusters 5 was supposed to come out on December to 20th, but now it's been moved to March 29th of next year. Wirebird was supposed to come out on August 18th, and now it has projected to move either in October, November, or December. So in quarter 4 of this year. Now, there are certain productions that have not been affected, and let me explain on this one. The strike does not apply to the SAG-AFTRA members who work under these contracts that are notified by the units separated from the AMPTP contract, including broadcast journalists. SAG-AFTRA does not cover any voice acting for animated television or video games. Through is forbidden voice work for future films during the strike. It is unlikely that the production of any upcoming animated films will be affected, as voice acting usually competes before the animation begins. Work in podcasts, production from companies not members of the Alliance of the Motion Picture and Television Producers that include micro-budget, independent films, and student films are allowed, as well as the unscripted television work such as game shows, reality competition shows, documentary, and talk shows. Independent producers not affiliated with the strike parties can make their own collective bargaining agreements on a waiver with SAG-AFTRA to continue to work. Union actors are still not allowed to do promotion work, such as interviews, press meets, or red carpet events for films for the Alliance of the Motion Picture and Television Producers members. They are permitted to do so with a non-member film if they have their own individual contracts or union of a collective bargaining agreement with the producers. That led the cast of Oppenheimer to immediately lead the red carpet event for the film's London premiere after the strike was called in Los Angeles. So I'm not gonna go too much on the list, but I will have the list link posted on in the comment section, so you guys could look at that. But there are some notable ones that I see here, and that's mostly from the television section, and that is Alien, that's supposed to premiere on FX on Hulu. The Chosen season 4, Dune Sisterhood, that's supposed to be a series of as part of the Dune franchise that will be premiering on Max. House of Dragons season 2 on HBO, and The Voice season 24. So yeah, and if you guys want to look back at the list, I will have the link in the descriptions below, so you guys can check that out as well. So with that in mind, let's get into our last the topic for today, and that's going to be our movie review on the latest Disney project, and that is The Haunted Mansion. Now, in 2003, we had a Haunted Mansion movie, and that's with Eddie Murphy. And now we got this new one here. But now, listen to what I'm saying. So, we had two Haunted Mansion attractions in Disney World and Disneyland. Now, the one at Disney World focused on the 2003 Haunted Mansion movie. Now, for this one's 2023 version of the Haunted Mansion, follows up for the Disneyland version of the Disneyland attraction version of the movie. So you guys can understand the difference between the two. So in this new adaptation of the Haunted Mansion, in the film, Gabby and Travis enlisted the aid of a team to help exorcist their mansion and destroy the ghosts of around them. So, as I watched through the movie, and as I look, when I think of the Hollywood, the Halloween scene, I think of Salem, Massachusetts, as a Halloween town. But as I watch this movie, and I'm thinking like, maybe New Orleans too can be like a Halloween town scene as well, because they talk so much in the movie. They talk about ghosts that's going on in New Orleans and all that stuff. So like, this would not be bad to do a Halloween season on there, especially for this movie. Is definitely something that you will watch on Halloween season. But other than that, then the cast was really great. They did a good job on this, and I know no disrespect to Jared Leto, he's great, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling the Halfback Ghost when he played the Halfback Ghost, but I don't know. And I know a lot of people are going to be talking about it, saying, this movie should have opened around Halloween. And I know the dates kind of have been affected, but yeah, I think it would have had better results if this movie came out around Halloween. But yeah. But other than that, it's still a movie that you would if you're a Disney fan, and also if you're like a still like a horror fan, I would recommend you still guys check this out. It's you would definitely would not be bored of this. I mean, it's definitely it's like a family friendly horror. Like if you could watch the 2003 version, then you could definitely watch the 2023 version as well. So yeah, it's definitely a fun film to watch. I definitely enjoyed that as well. So I will give it a C plus grade. It was not all great, but it wasn't bad either. So yeah, I'll definitely give it a C plus grade. But yeah, but that's all I have for you guys today. And if you're watching me on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment what you thought, what your thoughts today on this episode. Share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And if you listen to me on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or any other podcast streaming platform, don't forget to follow me there as well. But other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off, y'all. Peace.